So we are here, and today we are rebuilding this garden tractor. So we're gonna enter a garden pulling competition. We're gonna swap in a V8. No, that class is not allowed for V8. We're gonna swap in a BMW engine, turbo it, and we're gonna do tractor pulling in the garden puller class, and it's gonna be fucking awesome. Okay, we're not doing that. So, but that was actually pretty cool. No, today we are working on. I don't actually know if he's working on my car, but I'm working on my own car, and today we are doing stuff to the fuel system. We are redoing it. Parts finally arrived, so yeah, pretty much hope to get the whole system assembled today, and maybe we can prime the fuel system also and see if there's any leaks and the fuel regulator is working correctly, and that would be really nice, because then we actually in basic theory only need to add oil to the engine and prime that, and we could actually we could fire the engine tonight if we wanted to. If we wanted to. I'm just saying, I don't think we want to, but we could, because we got an engine, we got fuel, we got spark, and we've got all those fancy things. So and I actually think I have motor oil right over there. So let's maybe we're gonna do that, but I don't think we're gonna do that tonight. But getting the fuel system done is priority number one. So getting the fuel system done, maybe figuring out where the fuck the generator is positioned. I think I have to look at my own videos to figure that one out. So fuel tank is bolted in, and now I'm just gonna put the return back on. That was pretty easy. So now I have to put on the new fittings at the pickup, the new lines, connect them to the fuel pumps, connect the fuel line, all the lines from the fuel pumps in the Y piece, connect them to the feed up to the engine, and we also need to disconnect the old AN8 line that went to the engine, because we're not going to utilize that. We're going to use a single AN12 now, and then we're going to hook it up to a fuel filter before the fuel rails, and that's basically what we need to do. So not really that much to do, but I hate working on AN12. That's really difficult. So it's difficult to tighten it, I think, but maybe I'm just a big pussy. So I made this really cool Y piece, and this is for the fuel pumps. It's gonna be joined in this Y. Of course, classic Roak style, I ordered a fitting for the pickup, and it's not the right one, so I think I need to drill it and tap it to get it right. We've got Anders, he's removing the hoses, and we can go film him now, but he's gonna move the brackets. He's gonna move the hoses, the brackets and the hoses, so we can connect fuel pumps to the hose that's going all the way up to the engine bay. And when that's finished in maybe 10 minutes or something, then we can do the finishing work in engine bay. So I put the generator in. I need to get a little bit longer bolts, but it's in there pretty good, I'm gonna say. I need a new belt, a new drive here. And also I think the generator's position a little bit different, because this one is way too is a bit too long now, so I need a shorter one. I need to measure that and figure that out. But I need to put the generator in. I need to figure out how the generator is connected to the battery. I know that sounds pretty stupid, but on the old school generator there's basically one screw and you have to attach that, and on this one there's multiple options, so I need a little bit of help with that one, but that should be fairly simple. The only thing I need to do now is to cut the fuel line from here down to the fuel filter, which is located right there. I'm gonna route the last piece of the line right above the K-member up here, and like this, boom. So I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna measure it, cut it, get the fittings on, and that means the fuel system is more or less done. And if we really wanted to have some fun, maybe we could put some gasoline in the tank and a charge on the battery, and turn on the ignition and turn on the fuel pump and get some flow going through it. I don't think I'm gonna do that today, but we could do it soon. I'm actually also gonna unplug the fuel lines right before the filter and get all the dirt and all that shit out, and then attach it. Take it off, turn on the fuel pump, run some fuel through it, and then connect it and do the same thing right before the rail. So that means I get most of the debris or whatever that's in the system out before we hook it all up and try to turn it on. That's just my take. Might be a smarter way to do it, but that's the way I'm gonna do it. So get the worst out. I of course still got a fuel filter and everything, but you know those things can get clogged up. And I also cleaned the fuel filter before I even put it on. So it's really smart with a cleanable fuel filter. So measure this, cut it, and yeah, we should be good to go. So fuel system is pretty much done. The line you just saw me made is right here. It's a bit long, but I think that's okay because then I have some room if I want to zip tie it into here. I used a professional zip tie right here, and I had an old mounting point here right there. I need a 9mm. The only thing I have to put it on with is this, and it's gonna take all night, so I'm just gonna tighten that another time. And also I need to take it apart, so maybe not take it too much apart. Tomorrow I'm gonna do the gearbox, maybe change out the springs in the front, put on a gearbox cooler, do the last fitting for the fuel system, and then we can put on the radiator and intercooler, get that piping on. Then I'm actually kind of running out of jobs, which is a pretty good thing. So an hour's work tomorrow, so stay tuned. So it's day 3 of videoing. It will be one video for you guys, but I've actually been filming this continuously over a couple of nights this week because that's all the time I have to wrench. But it's really nice. My house is 40 meters that way, and that means if I want to do something on the car, I can just walk over and do it and go back, so I don't need to spend hours driving or anything. So, but that doesn't matter. Today, just a moment, I will try to fit this gearbox cooler. And if everything goes alrighty, I'll try to fit this gearbox cooler. And and when that's done, I'm pretty much out of things I can do. Then I'm actually at a point where I need to order some small parts. But that's pretty much a good thing. But that means the car is almost ready. But then we're down to minor details, like stuff. I have some interior stuff. I need to get some reel screws, tire screws in the rear wheels, small stuff like that, but not crazy important stuff. But I need to get that done. But today we're gonna try to put this on. I hope it's gonna be easy. It's probably gonna be really difficult, but there's only one way to find out, and that's going to take a look. Okay, perfect. The plan was to put the cooler right here, and already I can see we might have a little problem. Okay, I'm gonna cut it now, and next time you'll see me, I'll probably have it figured out a little better. So gearbox cooler is on. I put it on the frame. I was planning to put it on the gearbox itself, but that would have taken some skills I don't have. So instead, it's gonna be right here, which means each time I have to swap out the engine, or take out the engine, that means I have to disconnect the oil cooler, but that should be fairly simple. So yeah, step one, now I just need to finish the lines, the oil cooler lines, and then we can attach, I don't know if you can see it, but I need to attach the shifter for the gearbox, because shifting is actually pretty important in drag racing. So that was it for tonight. I'm going over to the house to edit this video, and most of you guys are going to be watching this Friday. So I just want to say thank you for watching, and hope you guys have enjoyed this update on the brick. I finished the oil cooler and the lines. Next time I'm going to do the shifter and other important stuff. That was the GoPro. I'm going to change the springs next time. I'm going to put the shifter in. And then I actually have to think a little bit about what I can do. But hopefully I'm gonna get the throttle body back from Martin, and we can put that into, boost pipes in, and stuff like that. And well, maybe fill the car up with, prime the engine, fill it with oil, prime it, put water in the system, test the fuel system for leaks, get fuel on the car, and then we're pretty much ready to fire it up. So hopefully sometime next week we're gonna fire the car. So Martin, if you're watching this, next week we're gonna fire the car together. And maybe if Black Ops is watching this video, that means you have to show up and help prime the engine. So everybody knows what to do. So always stay tuned, and always 2JC.